This is Cyanok, and I'm officially out of red vines. I have no black licorice, no red licorice. So on to Arc 7. What will we find there?
We have arrived at Arc 7.
Cool.
Romulan ship decloaking, Captain.
Message from the Romulan ship, sir.
Treachery. We are aware of Federation plans. Prepare to die.
They're arming weapons, Captain.
Raising shields.
What Federation plans? It's really exciting to fight Romulans. If you ever watch Star Trek The Next Generation, they encounter Romulans all the time, but very, very seldom would they ever actually fight.
Target analysis on.
This guy's no problem, really. You can dispatch him with relative ease, even though he cloaks. Man, they really suck. Yeah. There's no collisions in this game, in case you're wondering. You can't just ram a ship. Yeah, man, they're repairing themselves. I think they're kind of swarming around us, so we'll fly in a straight line and let them kind of come back for another run. Uhura's over there chewing gum. I have very little to say at the moment about this thrilling space battle. I'm gonna kill my speed here. What is that, a planet? Got my screen turned down kind of dark, so you can actually see the shape of the Romulan ship when it cloaks pretty well if your screen's bright enough. It's not hard to follow. Jeez, I'm holding perfectly still and these guys still can't hit me. Well, I'm glad we're fighting this long space battle because this next mission's gonna be a bit longer than the last couple. A lot more stuff involved in it, so we're gonna be on Arc 7 for a while. Yeah, things just sitting there right in front of us.
They activated a self-destruct device rather than be captured, Captain.
How do you know that?
Sending course to Arc 7, Captain.
So Arc 7, as you can see, is actually a space station. Pretty awesome one at that. Look how colorful it is.
Captain, there
It's
is
all
an
pimped
audio
out.
broadcasting from the station.
Warning, warning. As per UFP Regulation 342-18856.4.3, Paragraph 3, this base is currently under a Class 3...
Romulans, as they appear in the original Star Trek, look pretty much like they do in The Next Generation and everything after that. Of course, if you ever, you know, obviously the Klingons look very different in the original series than they do later on. Oh, well, let's get a look at this thing. Look at that. Can I shoot it? Yeah, I've never actually shot at this thing, but I don't think you can when you're in orbit.
Lowering shields, Captain.
Disarming weapons.
Alright. Guess it's time to go aboard. What's Spock have to say, though?
Captain, sensors indicate a breathable atmosphere in the space station. It seems that whatever...
I'm not a good captain if I don't consult my science advisor before beaming aboard.
17 humans and 10 Romulans are on the station. The humans are all in perfect health, so it seems we can beam over without any fear of contamination.
Alright.
Message from Arc 7, sir.
I am Centurion Ardea Praex.
Yeah, I just killed your brother.
We have discovered your genocide factory here and have summoned help to destroy it. Our lives will not be sacrificed in vain.
Hailing frequencies open.
Huh. I guess that's all he had to say to us. Alright, well, time to go aboard.
Spock, come with me. Mr. Scott, you have the comm.
I really wonder if that's supposed to be Commander Kyle. Well, I don't think he was Commander Kyle in the original series. He later became Commander Kyle. He appeared in Star Trek 2 and I think even Star Trek 6. This place is really quite cozy, isn't it? Let's have a look around, shall we?
A Romulan bird of prey hovers menacingly on the view screen.
I wish I had that lady to narrate my life. Cyanok sits in his chair without any licorice as he continues on making his playthroughs.
James Kirk watches the Romulan ship with concern.
He's not looking over there.
This computer terminal is linked into the station's main computer. It is currently running an open file of log programs.
As in logarithms?
Nothing unusual here, Captain, though the station's computer may be able to tell us something.
Strange that the bridge is empty. Stay sharp, everyone. The station's computer system might give us some answers.
So fun.
Nice view of the Romulan ship. How comforting.
Bones. See what the red shirt has to say.
This is a very dangerous situation, sir. We should proceed with caution.
You're doomed. Alright, Spock, get over there on those computers.
Dr. Marcus Log. Supplemental. Continued testing of the Ouroboros virus confirms its potential harmful effects on Romulan Vulcan humanoids. As soon as the spill has been cleaned up, we will sterilize both.
If I'm not mistaken, this is the same Dr. Marcus from the Wrath of Khan.
Traces of the virus will remain viable. Then all research files must be erased. We must leave no chance that this.
I mean, though I'm pretty sure this game's separated from the official lore from Star Trek.
In the medical data file appended to the log.
No, I'm not sure there's really such a thing as official Star Trek lore anyway. It's all been altered so many times, I don't know how anyone keeps up with it. Kirk, use the computer.
There's nothing at the moment for me to do there.
Ooh, McCoy can use the computer too.
There's more here. All of Dr. Marcus' research data on the Ouroboros virus. Let me see. Virus growth patterns. Pneumococcal mimic affecting Romulo-Vulcan genotype. Alveoli involvement in... Boy, Jim, this bug works fast.
Is this really the time to catch up on your reading, Doctor?
Now listen here, you pointy-eared...
Gentlemen, I think we have more pressing problems.
Jim, there is an appended medical database online. Also, it would be useful for me to experiment on how the virus grows in the presence of different gases.
How the virus grows. It's all southern sounding. Okay, so what we know is someone's been working on virus cultures here. Or bacteria cultures, something to do with creating a virus. And that's supposedly why the Romulans are here, because they think the Federation is destroying or developing possibly biological weapons. Can Kirk do anything on these?
Spock, check out the station's...
Please select subject file.
Well, this is useful.
Ouroboros virus.
I think we looked at that.
TLTDH gas.
Yeah, I want to know about that.
TLTDH gas.
Yeah.
The chemical compound. Tantalum, bilithium, phthalo, dihydroxide. Colorless.
This computer voice is awesome.
Non-flammable. Gaseous at 1 atm. And temperatures within a human norm. Early anesthetic among Vulcans and Romulans, in whom it produces laughter, feelings of exhilaration, euphoria, sometimes leading to unconsciousness. In post-industrial pre-space flight,
Alright, basically laughing gas, but for Romulans and Vulcans.
Nitrous oxide.
Nitrous oxide, as we all know, is laughing gas for humans. Ammonia, that's pretty obvious. That I'm curious about.
Dihydrogen oxide, a colorless, tasteless, non-flammable compound, H2O. Water, liquid, solid, or gaseous at 1 atm. Temperature scales defined in most humanoid cultures by state shift of pure water. Please select Ouroboros and nitrous oxide.
I think I looked at the one about the Ouroboros virus, didn't I?
Virus. Atypical growth patterns for L-type virus. Opportunistic pneumococcal mimic affecting Romulo-Vulcan genotype.
These walls of text are great. I kind of miss this stuff in games.
Microcollapse. Involvement immediately upon exposure. Tissue dehydration follows pneumal flooding. Mortality 0.6 in 1.0 stardates. 1.0 within 2.0.
Huh. Obviously very fascinating.
Exit database.
Alright, so we've got some more information. Let's explore a bit, shall we? This is kind of like a lab here. Oh, my mic's not up too loud again. Oh, this part is quite laborious, I should say. What's that? Oh, that's the anti-grav unit.
You fail to obtain
Oops.
any... You take the anti-grav unit.
See, the anti-grav unit should allow us to pick up these heavy canisters, but we're not quite ready to use those. Actually, we can use it now. Well, I need a wrench. I don't have the wrench yet. Cool. Cool science fiction-y place. Where's this? Ah, there's the wrench I need. Look at that big giant wrench just kind of sitting
You pick
there.
up a large wrench.
Why is that amusing? I don't know.
The vent is now open. It leads to the lower deck.
But we can't crawl through that deck. We're no Gordon Freeman or Isaac Clarke. Is this a door?
You fail to obtain... The panel opens. You see a gas tank labeled N2 with its feed lines running deeper into the wall.
So what, that's nitrous? So we're gonna use our wrench and shut the gas off on that.
The tank detaches easily.
I guess this made it easier to replace the tank every so often, eh, Captain?
Who invited you? So now I get my anti-grav unit and use it to pick this baby up.
You attach the anti-grav unit to the gas tank. It can be moved freely.
That's some...
It sure beats hauling it around on our backs, sir.
Seriously, who invited
Nothing
you?
happens. Nothing happens.
Are these computers that can be used?
I failed to see nothing unusual is...
Hmm.
The fusion reactor is functioning at peak efficiency. There is no need to tamper with its current operation.
Yeah, Spock's probably right.
Lieutenant Ferris is carefully watching the hallway.
Oh, Ferris.
Captain, the fusion reactor doesn't seem to have been tampered with.
Oh, the station's fusion reactor. Very nice. What are we going to tour next? The ventilation system?
Come on. Fusion reactors are fascinating.
He's infected with the virus, Jim.
Uh-oh. So there may not have been a lot of... that's right. See, Spock's already gonna get sick here. And if you don't work quickly enough, Spock will die and you totally fail the mission. So let's just save a new game for the duration of this mission. And we gotta work a little faster.
We have to attach something to the nozzle first.
Why, what is this thing?
This chamber is where virus samples are placed.
Ah, that's right.
This is a large refrigeration unit.
Okay, so the refrigeration unit's probably where they're storing the virus. And we're gonna use our expertise to find a cure for this thing, because now Spock's infected and so are all the Romulans on the ship. So here I'm gonna pick up a culture.
You take the Ouroboros virus culture.
Aurora Borealis virus culture. Oh, if you try to go downstairs, down these, this ladder here, if I can get Kirk to walk over there.
Watch out, sir. It looks like the Romulans have taken control of the lower decks.
Yeah. Yeah, they're down there alright.
A Crygelian-2 basic compound distillator. Excellent piece of equipment for reducing complex materials to their basic compound.
I can't remember if we gotta use this thing or not. I mean, there's a lot of things in here that they're just so science fiction-y, like you can't always quite tell what you're supposed to do with them.
Fail to see them.
And so some of it's just kind of a trial and error thing. First, I'm going to turn this on. Gonna make me some water.
Nothing happens.
Oh, is this thing not on? Or maybe I gotta move him over here.
Nothing happens. You look but see nothing of note.
I see something of note. Okay, I'm gonna assume this is shut off at the moment.
Gas feed is on.
Ah, there we go. Now we can use it.
Nothing happens. Nothing happens.
Go do some manual labor, Kirk.
The machine synthesizes a liter of pure water.
A clean drink of water, but I don't see its application in the context of our difficulties.
Oh. But I want it anyway, Spock. You wouldn't understand. Alright, well, let's try making some other stuff, shall we? Let's turn this back off.
Gas feed is off.
And get the anti-grav unit. Let's remove the O2 unit.
You attach the anti-grav.
And now we'll put the N2 unit on there.
Nothing happens. Nothing happens. Nothing happens.
N2.
You install the gas tank.
Okay, turn the gas feed on.
Gas feed is on.
Let me just point something out. Like I've talked about before when I played some of these video games way back in the day before I knew as much as I did now. And for example, when I saw this thing here, it didn't really occur to me that this was like a petri dish. I didn't even really know what a petri dish was. And I kept looking at this thing, and like to me it kind of looks like a capsule of some kind, like a pill or something. And so I was always very confused about it, or even like a bottle cap, and I was just like, what is that thing? So whenever I finally figured out the cure for the Ouroboros virus culture, I had no idea what I was doing, but probably would have helped to have some better idea what those things were. And that especially happened to me when I played Under a Killing Moon. There's a lot of things that are done and said in that game that I had very little understanding of.
Swap the deck with that, Captain.
I think we can set this aside and not worry about it.
Kirk says that, but I can't remember if we need the
you take a 1 liter
ammonia or not. Let me make one more thing while I'm here, because I owe it to the viewers to risk a perfect score just to bring them what I'm about to. So I'm gonna go in here, get the anti-grav unit again, detach the O2.
You attach the anti-grav unit.
And get my H2.
You install the
Wait, that's not what I just had, is it? I hope not. Into H2. I think I was supposed to put O2 there.
Nothing happens.
Captain, I see the problem. The gas feeds are turned off.
I didn't know Spock would do that.
Gas feed is on. The machine synthesizes.
I hope you don't want me to...
I think we can set this...
Yeah, okay. Sorry. I didn't mean to make that again. I gotta put the O2 there.
You take a 1 liter...
See, it's a shame I just can't stand over here and say to Spock, okay, turn it back on now. Turn it back off.
Nothing happens.
Diddle-diddle-diddle-doo. Diddle-diddle-diddle-doo.
Nothing happens.
Oops, sorry.
Nothing happens.
Oh.
Gas feed is on.
It's what I was afraid of, Jim. I think Spock is getting worse.
I don't suppose Bones can treat Spock and stabilize him a bit, can he?
I don't have the proper medicine to cure him, Jim.
Okay. I'm not always sure how fast this is going. I've also got the DOS box turned up. I don't know if that affects the actual speed of the game, but I don't think it does.
I would not
Yeah, jeez. This is so redundant.
Gas feed is...
Okay, get the anti-grav unit again. I'm taking the H2.
You attach the anti-grav...
And I'm sticking the O2 back on. And we are going to make some nitrous oxide.
Install the gas tank. Gas feed is on. Nothing happens. The machine synthesizes a liter of nitrous oxide.
Be careful with that canister, Captain. I think you would not care to fall under the effects of laughing gas in these straits.
Do you mean to say it's undignified, Spock?
It is, at the least, inappropriate for a starship crew on duty, Doctor.
I'm sorry, Spock. This is one of those times where you're dead wrong.
You take a 1 liter container.
Because here comes some of the best Dr. McCoy moments I've ever seen.
A loud hissing fills the room.
You look troubled, Captain.
I know nothing's happening yet, but it's gonna kick in, you'll see. So, while I'm waiting for that, I think I need to mess with the virus culture here. You can stick it in here and mess with the different compounds. So there I have it in, and let's have Kirk try it this time.
The machine synthesizes a quantity of bubbling gray goo.
I think I'd have more luck hypergrowing the virus in the presence of a limited quantity of gas.
I'm not sure what he meant by that. But that is how I'm supposed to proceed, right? Okay, let's get another virus culture. I better save it here, because I don't know how much time I have before Spock dies.
Cancel. Delete previous game.
Oops.
Cancel. Save.
You really do have quite a bit of time, though. I think one time I just took a really long time on this mission, and then Spock would finally die, but for the most part.
You take the Ouroboros virus culture.
Can I put the culture in this thing now?
That nozzle is for anti-agents only. Floating up and I'm floating out.
Please, gentlemen, try to control yourselves.
Dr. McCoy will start doing that stuff for the rest of this mission. It's great. It's totally worth losing the perfect score over. Let's try ammonia here. And then, well, once I have that... No, don't go over there. Pretty sure there is something I can do in that vent there, but I'm not ready yet. So, let's see. Let's get bones.
Except for the Ouroboros. I certainly see nothing there. Eureka! This is it, Jim. There's not much, but all I need to do is synthesize some more, and we're in business.
Oh, that was fast. Okay, so basically just combine the ammonia with the Ouroboros culture, and you pretty much make the cure.
Eureka! This is it, Jim.
Alright, so we're gonna grab this one here. Get name error. Oh, that's a little game bug, I remember.
You retrieve the Ouroboros cure sample.
There is a way to, the Romulans down below, you can knock them out by putting a gas in this vent here. It's not the nitrous, because that has no effect on Vulcans. But, I'm trying to remember which combination does it. It's the TLDTH gas. Well, let's make Spock's cure first, and then we can mess around with doing that other option. So, I'm gonna stick the culture in this thing. And then let's have Bones do it this time.
The machine synthesizes a quantity of wet gray goo.
We must be doing something wrong, Jim.
Okay, so we don't...
I'm trying to be patient, Captain.
Lighten up, Spock. You could use some laughing gas of your own. Okay, we screwed up. We gotta try that again. So we're not gonna further synthesize it with the ammonia, but with something else. So grab this from here. Stick that back in the thingamajig. You could just call all these things thingamajigs for all I'd care. Eh. Hang in there, Spock.
Eureka, this is it, Jim.
Grab this thing.
You retrieve the Ouroboros.
And this time I'm gonna, let's try it with well, it could be water, or I'm gonna try it with the oh wait, this is what made the nitrous, so I think we need to take out the O2 again and put the
Gas feed is off.
ammonia back on, or the stuff to make ammonia. That game's bugging out a little.
You attach the anti-grav unit.
Okay, now let's put H2 back on.
You install the
Good to
gas
see Kirk
tank
doing all this
synthesizer.
manual labor. Oh, I'd like to point out that tomorrow night that Curiosity rover is going to land on Mars. Very excited about it. Well, it's either going to land or it's going to crash, depending on the landing mechanism. And it's like a very complex landing mechanism because it's like the heaviest rover they've ever sent to Mars, and so it's going to be much harder to land this thing. And on NASA.gov they're going to be showing it all, and it'll be interesting because I'm saying all this now, and then maybe later I'll rewatch this video, and whether it crashes or burns up in the atmosphere, or successfully lands on the planet, that'll be interesting to find out.
Gas feed is on.
Alright, so let's put the culture back in here. This one's set up for ammonia, so should work this time. Guess I'll have Kirk do it this time. Yay! And it conveniently is delivered to us in the form of a needle.
You take the hypo with Ouroboros toxin cure.
Alright. And now we'll cure Spock. Yeah, this lineup, gentlemen.
There, you're now cured.
Thank you, Doctor.
Finally, a human response.
He says an eyebrow. Oh, okay. Wait, that's not actually a needle, is it? It's a...
This is Dr. McCoy's cure for the Ouroboros toxin in a hypo.
Yeah, it's
This
a
is
hypo.
science
That's
lab.
more of the science fiction-y, futuristic needle. So that way no one can say we're needle sharing in this game. Okay, let me try and get a clue here how to make some TLDTH gas. I was hoping to hear more of Dr. McCoy's nitrous oxide induced ramblings.
The hills are alive with the sound
Please, gentlemen, try to control yourselves.
Please select subject.
Oh, DeForest Kelly. I miss that guy.
T nitrous
Alright.
TLTDH gas. The chemical
Bilithium.
compound tantalum, bilithium, phthalo, dihydroxide, colorless,
DeForest, sometimes they
odorless,
say...
non-flammable, gaseous at 1 atm, and temperatures within the human norm.
Doesn't really tell you how to make it.
Among Vulcans and Romulans, in whom it produces laughter, feelings of exhilaration, euphoria, sometimes leading to unconsciousness. In post-industrial pre-space flight era,
Dihydroxide, so maybe we need the H2.
Please select Ouroboros virus exit.
I mean, now that Spock's cured, I have time to do this. What I recall is I think you do have to make nitrous, and then you run it through the machine under a different combination of this, and a red container will come out of here. So let's try that again. So right now it's set up to make ammonia.
Gas feed is...
So there's only going to be so many combinations of this here. So right now, yeah, for ammonia.
You attach the anti-grav...
O2.
Nothing happens.
Get out of the way, Kirk.
You install the gas tank. Gas feed is on.
Fascinating, Captain. But it doesn't appear to get us.
Right.
Gas feed is off.
Let's make Bones do it. Even though he's under the influence.
Nothing happens.
With this, didn't I turn it on?
Nothing happens.
I thought gas feed was on.
Nothing happens.
Is it because Kirk has to do it?
Captain, I see the problem. The gas feeds are...
Ah, I thought I turned that back on.
Gas feed is on. The machine synthesizes a liter of nitrous oxide.
Be careful with that canister.
Do you mean to say
It is...
So now with that in there, let me try changing these tanks out again. I'm gonna try making it so we have nitrous and we're gonna make water with it. We're gonna synthesize it with water.
Gas feed. You attach the anti...
Okay, put the H2 back.
You install the gas tank. Gas feed is on.
Okay, so that was nitrous and we're gonna combine it with oxygen.
The machine does not seem to be able to process that particular item.
No? Hmm.
The machine does not seem to be...
Okay, that's not the right combination. So let's try it with, let's make ammonia out of it.
Gas feed is off.
So that stays there.
You attach the anti-grav.
Such a redundant process. I apologize to subject you to this.
You install the gas tank.
I mean, we could... There's a couple of ways we could deal with those Romulans now, but I'm just trying to make the gas that we can do this in a different way. What else? Trying to remember. Oh yeah, gotta turn that back on.
Gas feed is...
You're up, Bones.
The machine does not seem to be able to...
Really? Alright, so it's not the laughing gas we need to make, so let's first make some
You take a
ammonia.
1 liter container. The machine synthesizes...
I hope you don't want me...
I think we can set this aside and not worry about it.
It's kind of misleading that Kirk says that, because, I mean, the ammonia is kind of important.
Gas feed is off. Nothing happens.
Could really use some red vines right now. What was I making? Let's try with oxygen.
You attach the anti-grav. You install the gas tank. Gas feed is on.
Getting tired of hearing all this.
The machine does not seem to be able to process that particular...
Okay, obviously I can't remember how to make this stuff.
except for the Ouroboros Ouroboros virus, I'm not picking up anything unusual.
I wonder... Okay. Well, we just tried it with water, so let's try synthesizing it with the, you know, the ammonia. Or no, the nitrous. Because we're not going to synthesize ammonia with ammonia.
Gas feed is
Okay, so let's remove oxygen this time.
you attach
So we
the
tried the nitrous with both options. Now we're going to try the ammonia with both options. Did I do the wrong one? Yeah, I gotta put that there and remove the other
install
tank.
The gas tank to the
So yeah, to make the nitrous, let's remove the H2.
You attach the anti-grav.
And instead we'll put the... Oh gosh, I'm just totally distracted now. Can't even remember what I was doing. O2, that's right.
You install the gas tank.
And I better figure this out soon.
Gas feed is on.
The machine does not.
Alright, let's just try it with water now, and then I'll give up after that.
Gas feed is off.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make water.
You take a 1-liter container of
Maybe really... Did I turn the gas off?
gas feed.
Yeah,
is
jeez.
on. Gas feed is.
Okay, so we're gonna make water and then leave the water in there and try the different combinations with it. So... Gosh, what am I doing?
You attach the anti-grav.
Get the hydrogen.
You install the gas tank.
This wouldn't be so bad if, like, you didn't have to go through all these ridiculous steps through your user interface just to turn this on and off again.
Gas feed is on.
I mean, why not just every time I remove the tank, Kirk just automatically turn the gas on and off? So... Alright, so now Bones is gonna do this.
The machine synthesizes.
Clean drink of.
Okay. Now I'm gonna try turning that into something else, so... Let's turn the gas back off. We've been spending a lot of time in this room.
Gas feed is.
Get the thingamajig. Let's try it first with nitrous.
You attach the
Or
anti-grav.
ammonia. I don't think that's the right one though. I think you have to use some form of laughing gas at some part in the recipe.
You install the gas tank. Gas feed is on.
The machine does not.
Man! Alright, I got one more try. Let's try making nitrous with the water in there.
Gas feed.
Otherwise,
is
I'm
on.
pretty sure I tried all the different combinations. See, that computer tells you all about what it is, but it didn't help me really to make it. Or maybe it did, I'm just not being smart enough about it. What did I say I was gonna do? Yeah, we're gonna try the nitrous, so... Get rid of the H2.
You attach the anti.
Put the O2 back on.
You install the
This
gas
is why
tank.
we joined Starfleet, folks, to do stuff like this all day.
Gas feed.
Oh, please be the right thing.
The machine does not.
I did try both combinations with the nitrous, didn't I? Dang it. Alright, bear with me just a bit longer here.
Please select
Wait a minute.
file. Ouroboros, please.
I'm totally
Ouroboros,
remembering
exit.
something. We're missing an item from the inventory that we need. Yeah, none of those things is what we needed to make that gas.
This is how I wanna feel all the time.
I'm trying to be patient, Captain.
Oh, my apologies. We just went through all that and I realized that there's some, we're looking for some fiberglassy kind of wire type parts. And I think you might find them here. And that just occurred to me. Oh, it's right here. I totally remember this now. Gonna use the wrench. Idiot. It's okay, I was just being a scientist and trying all the
You
options.
see vast quantities of dust and stripped insulation from wiring repairs made to the console in the past.
See, how are you supposed to know that you'd make the gas out of that? And
You
what?
grab a handful of insulation.
Okay, insulation. Look like a couple
Hey,
of...
Spock, buddy, old friend. You look so funny standing.
I don't believe you'd behave like this if you could avoid it.
It was worth taking the extra time, right? Just to see bones flipping out. Alright, I guess we need insulation to make this special gas, and we're gonna stick it in that thing, so let's grab the water out of there.
You take a 1 liter.
Unfortunately, I gotta try these different combinations again, but there's only gonna be 3 of them with the wires in there.
That's not the right material to put in there, Jim.
No?
Fascinating, Captain.
I thought that's where you put it.
Fascinating, Captain. Fascinating, Captain.
Maybe I need to distill it. Okay, hang on, let me go back over to this other thing. Man. None of this seems right to me. Oh, okay, we do it here apparently.
You have distilled a quantity of polyberyl carbonate.
Polyberyl carbonate. That's what I need. Actually, I'm just gonna save it here because if I have to keep going back and making that stuff for like the other 2 trial and errors, then that would be very annoying.
Save new game. Replace.
So we'll save that. So this stuff we can definitely put here. Polyberyl carbo polybishianism. Okay.
I'm a little deep on short and stout.
Please, gentlemen.
The machine synthesizes.
Okay, so that was it with the nitrous. Trust me, this is just going to be a lot quicker if I do it this way. Otherwise I have to go back in there, get more insulation, go back in the other thing, distill it. So let's try with the ammonia.
Gas feed.
Hey, Spock, buddy, old friend. You look so funny standing.
Please, gentlemen.
How can you not love Dr. McCoy?
You attach the
There's certain characters in Star Trek that you just can't not like. I once had a discussion on a forum with someone about somebody saying they didn't like Chief O'Brien, and I'm like, how could you not like Chief O'Brien? I mean, I could see not loving Chief O'Brien, but there's nothing about him really that's like necessarily hateable or likable. I mean, I think he's likable, but there's nothing really that hateable about him. He's just kind of like your all well-rounded, likable character. Like, he's not too strongly in one way or another, and I guess that's kind of what I like about him. Like, he's kind of nerdy or boring, but he's just...
Nothing happens.
I gotta turn the gas on. So when this guy was saying to me how he just hated O'Brien, I'm like, how could you hate O'Brien? I mean, he's just O'Brien. He's just kind of there, you know?
Gas feed is on.
I think O'Brien was kind of one of Star Trek's, like, I don't know. I don't know if they expected him to become like a really great character, but he became one of my favorite characters in Star Trek of all
The
time.
machine synthesizes a quantity of inert matter.
Okay, so we've done it with nitrous. We've done it with nitrous and ammonia, so let's try it one more time with the water, and hopefully that gets us to our goal. I don't even know if I've explained what I'm trying to do here. Well, I mean, that gas we're trying to make is going to be like laughing gas for Romulans, and if we hit him with it, then it's going to allow us to get down there and save Dr. Marcus, because they're going to get knocked out.
I don't believe you'd be...
I think if you wait long enough, though, the Romulans just start passing out from the disease, and you might even lose points for that.
Gas feed is off.
Okay, so let's try this one more time with the water. I really hope we get it this time.
You attach the anti-grav.
Get the H2.
Nothing happens. Nothing happens.
Man.
Nothing happens.
Get out of the way, Kirk.
You install the gas tank.
I'm a little deep on short and stout.
I don't believe you'd...
Gas feed.
I'm pretty sure we have to do a combination. I don't think you ever do it with just one of the things. I just hope this works. Yay! TLTDH gas.
compound, Captain. It can induce laughter and feelings of exhilaration in some, much the way nitrous oxide affects humans.
It doesn't affect Vulcans, of course.
Actually, Doctor, both Romulans and Vulcans suffer its effects.
Why, that's just dandy. Vulcan laughing gas.
Please, Doctor, this is not a laughing matter.
Of course it is. Actually, I'm going to try something really fast that I've never tried before. I wonder if you just release it into the room, if it by chance makes Spock get all laughy. I just gotta try this. I know what I gotta do with it if it doesn't work.
Please.
You take a
As much as everyone like loves Spock, you would kind of get tired of like being around Spock all day. He would just start to bore you after a while.
a loud hissing.
Yeah, I don't know if that did anything to Spock. Alright, so we'll just load it and go do what we're supposed to do with it. And in that sense, we're almost finished here with this mission. So let's grab our
Fail to obtain.
DTH gas.
Try taking deep...
You take a 1 liter container.
Oh. Our red shirt didn't die, that was nice. Okay. So this will lead to the lower deck, and so if we stick the gas in here, it should incapacitate the Romulans. Pretty clever.
I don't suppose you'd enjoy the psychological release of a few good belly laughs, Spock. We could open the canister right here, if you like.
I would strongly recommend against it, Doctor.
Oh, Spock.
With a hiss, the Romulan
Spock has laughed before in some episodes. You'll see him laugh.
Event of hearty Romulan laughter, followed by the dull thud of bodies hitting the deck.
Kit Aimer. If that's the only bug this game had, I'm pretty impressed. I mean, everything else in this game works perfectly fine. Alright, so the Romulans are incapacitated. We can go down here and finish this up. How do I get down there? I don't actually try to go through there, do I? Let's use our communicator.
Kirk to Enterprise. Kirk to Enterprise.
Nothing to report, Captain.
Kirk out.
This is great. Now I'm like forgetting what I'm supposed to do here. I'm pretty sure we were supposed to go down here. Maybe I just didn't click the target area good enough. Jeez. Go down there. What am I doing wrong? No! Sorry guys, I'm failing yet again. Ah, jeez. I'm actually ready to take a break here because if this goes on too long, I don't want this to... Don't go this way, do I? Would I just act like I'm walking this way? Eh? Kirk? Eh? I hope like some bug in the game's not preventing me from doing it. Let's make sure we didn't miss anything back in this room here.
I failed to see the...
Please select Ouroboros TL nitrate ammonia dihydrogen exit database.
Okay.
Spock, check out the station's...
Ah, jeez.
Please select subject Ouroboros exit.
Nothing unusual here, Captain.
Strange that the bridge is empty.
What am I forgetting?
Spock, check out the
Please select
mental note,
Ouroboros
don't click
exit.
that computer again. Can I do anything with anything over here? Huh?
There is nothing at the moment.
There's something for you to do, Kirk. I swear you just gotta walk down this, like, climb down that ladder.
When you're finished admiring all the equipment, Bones, maybe you can help us figure out what's going on here. Kirk to Enterprise. Kirk.
Nothing to...
Kirk out.
A device to accelerate neutron. This is an access ladder.
What if I just selected Kirk and... Okay. I hope that worked. Alright, so you have to... Sorry. Yeah, you just have to activate the ladder. I thought you could just walk into it. Alright. Look at all these Romulans. Now, they ain't dead, but now we're gonna cure them.
Nothing happens.
Go spread that dirty needle around. They're looking all kinda...
The Romulans stir weakly.
I like the old Romulan uniforms.
They've all been cured.
They're severely dehydrated, but they'll live. We got to them in time.
Let's give them some water then.
The Romulans drink thirstily and empty the container.
Take it easy now. You'll feel better in a few minutes. Good thing we had the water available, Jim.
We
Right?
aren't barbarians, in spite of what some people think.
Can we talk to this guy now? Oh, alright. Well, we'll just move on to get Dr. Marcus. Now, in this part, I've always wondered if I've done something wrong.
An odd-looking device, almost like a 20th century torpedo fitted with an experimental gear.
My God, that's some kind of weapon.
Everyone on this project is an avowed pacifist, Doctor, myself included. We do not make weapons.
Looks suspiciously like the Genesis device, wouldn't you say? And for all I know, the game was suggesting that it was the Genesis device. I can't remember. We'll see what Dr. Marcus says
The
here.
Romulan preax stirs weakly, then begins to get up. He has been cured.
Yay.
He's severely dehydrated, but he'll live.
I don't have to go back and get you water, do I? Maybe that'd give me a better score, but... I mean, come on. You can drink that ammonia for all I care.
Jim, it's you! Please untie us!
Who's this?
Hey, would you please untie us?
You don't deserve to be untied.
Thank God it's you, Jim. I'm so glad you came.
She's a good voice actress there.
Thank you for saving our station, Jim.
It's about time someone got here.
Kill him.
I have called off the Romulan attack on this station, Kirk. I believed your virus was some kind of deliberate attack, but your great honor and compassion have convinced me otherwise.
We do have great honor, don't we?
You conducted yourself in the most honorable fashion, Centurion Preax. You may return to Romulan space without Federation interference.
Now here's the thing, would I score better points if I say this, but I don't agree with saying that.
I assure you, the Federation would never undertake such a foul program. It was all an accident, right, Dr. Marcus? Save it for someone who's buying Preax. Leave Federation space immediately or we'll scatter your atoms across the quadrant.
See, I'd like to say that. You know, I'm gonna say it. I don't think I've ever said that before.
Leave Federation.
Bah, and I thought you a man of honor. You need not worry, Captain Kirk. Your lack of warrior spirit stinks even across the vacuum of space, and I am eager to be free of it.
Yeah, I mean, I only just saved your life.
Well, gentlemen, let's go home.
Maybe that wasn't worth it, but I'd never done it before. I wanted to. That's gotta be the Genesis device. We'll probably get a crappy score just for having done that, and for getting bones high.
Message from Starfleet.
On screen, Lieutenant.
We have read your report on the problem.
Hey, I got 97.
And evaluate your performance at 97%. You and your
Not too shabby for sticking it to the Romulan commander.
The top brass at Starfleet are impressed. Outstanding.
I wonder though what I lost the commendation point for. Either it was for getting bones high, or for telling off the
That's illegal, Bones.
Romulan commander.
I found a whole case they brought on board, the Arc 7.
They'll never replace Scotch, Captain.
Well, we got ourselves a case of Romulan ale, so all in all, a pretty good day, guys. I'm pretty satisfied. Ah, another job done. This is a good one too. But here we'll take our break. Let's just get our briefing real quick.
On screen, Lieutenant.
We have reports of an undetermined number of Velocity pirate ships in your sector. You are ordered to proceed to the Harlequin star system immediately and investigate. Starfleet out.
You're the boss, applesauce. Alright, so. Hey guys, that one took a little longer, I apologize, but some of these things, like I said, I don't quite remember how to do all of them. And I'll just replace that one. Alright, so when we get back, we're gonna find out just what fine mess the title was referring to. So I'll see you guys then.